completely different.
The bodywork is styled by Horatio himself. The standout feature is a two-part active aerodynamic system.
Una nuova sfida.
The new challenge. This is the first car in the world with active aerodynamics. These flaps move, and the car changes its distance from the ground because it works like a wing.
The machine features airplane-inspired flaps at each corner. The flaps move independently and alter the amount of downforce the Huayra experiences. Downforce is similar to the principle of lift that helps airplanes take off, only it's turned upside down. Instead of taking off, downforce pushes a car into the ground.
E questo la gente che lavora nel mio team è gente capace.
The people working on my team, they can perceive the laws of physics, geometry, math, science, technology, all through an artistic lens.
The second part of the aerodynamic system is harder to see, but perhaps even more important. The suspension automatically lowers the front of the machine to increase the Huayra's angle of attack. Together, the two parts of the active aerodynamic system reduce drag. Drag is the amount of resistance an object faces as it travels through the air. The lower the drag, the easier it is to slice through the wind, and the faster it can go. The Huayra's two-pronged approach reduces the coefficient of drag from 0.37 to 0.31, effectively shrinking the machine in size by 1/6. Davide Testi is the chief test driver for the brand. He's responsible for testing every component of the new machine.
8 years ago, Ms. Pagani started speaking about the new car, and after this we can start the project.
Davide tests the new machine for 4 years.
It's not too easy to build another supercar like Zonda.
He drives over 1 million kilometers in one of 5 Huayra prototypes. That's 46 times the average distance an American travels per year in a car.
It's very strange because it's like the first meeting with a new girl, you know?
After 7 years of hard work, the Huayra is introduced to the world in 2011. It immediately puts other exotic car manufacturers on notice, raising the bar in every measurable automotive category.
When it debuted in Geneva, it was, you know, the star of the show. Everyone was surrounding it, everyone wanted to check out every single little tiny detail.
The Huayra blasts from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.2 seconds. It hits 200 kilometers per hour in just 9.8 seconds. In a mere 25.8 seconds, it crosses the 300 kilometer per hour mark. That's faster than a jumbo jet at takeoff. To power the Huayra, Pagani once again turns to one of the most legendary automotive brands in the world.
So the engine comes from Mercedes-Benz. It comes from their performance subsidiary, AMG.
We have many things to offer for him because love for details is what we like too.
When Horatio first discusses the new machine with the famed engine tuners, he asks for a newer, more powerful V12 engine.
The Pagani V12 is a very interesting and exciting story for AMG. We got the order to make the highest performing engine we ever made, and that was the challenge we are searching for every day.
The team spends over 1,000 days exploring possibilities. Their response is simply called the M158.
AMG is special because they've always concentrated on insanity. AMG stuff has always been about lunacy. This company exists to make insane cars, insane engines, and, you know, the proof is that it wound up in an insane Pagani.
AMG's solution is to add turbochargers. Something that Horacio Pagani isn't keen on, because historically it adds a small delay in throttle response called turbo lag.
There's the special turbo lag, everybody knows it, we don't like it, and nobody wants to feel the turbo lag, of course.
The turbochargers also offer tremendous efficiency. The Huayra uses around 20 liters per 100 kilometers, unheard of fuel economy for a hypercar.
Normally it's not so easy in the life of engineers to have two advantages, but in this case we have more power and less consumption. We don't have much time to do it. That was a little bit pressure.
It takes the AMG team 3 years to perfect the power plant.
It's Mercedes' most powerful modern engine, and in the Pagani it makes even more horsepower.
Pagani's V12 produces almost twice as much torque as a Ferrari 458, and 2.5 times the grunt in a base Porsche 911. All that power is built in a very artisanal way by one man on one assembly line.
It's not a regular production line engine. It's one guy who builds this engine, and that's something really special.
Building the Huayra's engine is the responsibility of Michael Kubler, one of just 2 men who are allowed to put Pagani engines together.
It's really an honor to be one of the 2 who are able and allowed to build it.
Even when you're a talented engine builder handcrafting one of the rarest V12s in the world, you still get starstruck.
I've met him once when he has showed us his Pagani Huayra. I'm a petrol head, and to see one other petrol head who has passion for cars, it's crazy, it's an honor.
From start to finish, it takes just 8 hours to build a Pagani V12 engine. That's roughly 90 horsepower per hour. And there are more than 500 parts. The first step is swinging the massive engine block onto a specially designed cart.
After that, we get the crankshaft in it.
Then it's time for 12 very special pistons, each one installed by hand.
After the crankshaft, we made the pistons.
The timing chain is added, oil pan, and cylinder heads. Michael installs the steering case and engine covers.